in terms of like gay people and stuff, I always hated them, even when I was a liberal. So
why is that?
Because they're horrible, horrible people.
I don't want to out you here, but you are a part of the LGBT community.
No. I am part of any alphabet cult. I am part of any alphabet cult. I am a man who has the sex with the men. No letters for me.
Fair enough.
I mean, maybe not in a while between you and I. However,
fair enough. What were you just saying?
Camden, Jersey, radio, college.
Oh yeah.
Alphabet people.
Yes,
it's the alphabet people.
So you're not part of the community, but you happen to be more. You would consider yourself conservative.
My friend, you should talk to my friend Peter Feliciano. He has a show called Conservative-ish. That's me. I'm conservative.
That's perfect. And so I bring all of this up to say that I think you and I are not in the same boat, but in similar boats, in the sense that because of the strong Christian background of just broadly speaking, the cultural right. I'm an atheist.
You little heathen.
And being gay is not allowed. And so, definitely over the years, a lot of people have been more accepting of both things. But how is that, how has that really affected your journey in terms of realizing that the left is full of shit and that, politically the right has better ideas, but there's also some bullshit over on this side as well?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of us, like, do you consider yourself conservative, really?
I'm right in that exact same. I just stopped fighting it. I call myself a 2015 liberal. Like I was all for. I voted for Hillary Clinton, not knowing any better. But yeah, so I'm very much in the Tim Cass camp.
Nice. Yeah, no, I think that's most of us, that we wouldn't be considered particularly conservative unless the left were so insane just by not being communists. Oh, right. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, these people are insane. But I think in terms of like gay people and stuff, I always hated them, even when I was a liberal. So
why is that?
Because they're horrible, horrible people. They're just miserable, miserable people. Have you had the same experience with the homos?
I mean, I don't have. I've known a few gay people here and there. And they've seemed to be happy. They've seemed to be enjoying themselves. I've definitely seen the online version of like the you got to put it out there and all that stuff. But no, generally I've had good experiences with gay people. But I will say they're few and far between.
Let me say, by the way, like, how do I put this?
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Typically, the more conservative gays, I would say on average, are sometimes occasionally better. Mm-hmm. However, you will also have these ones who, like, they have followers for taking their clothes off. Everything they post is them taking their clothes off. And between pictures of them with their junk hanging out is these preachy tweets about, oh, it's so terrible how people sexualize themselves. Right. I could never be like one of you degenerate gays. Like, shut up.
I completely understand when it comes to this, in terms of shout out to the Front Porch Conservative. Welcome to the party. Good God, Harlow hasn't been down in Florida for 2 weeks yet. He's already drinking sweet tea. Next thing you know, he's gonna adopt the Miami Vice from the 80s look. There you go. It
is a spiked sweet tea. Thank you, Jenny, for making this for me.
Dilly to that. Oh, we love our dilly over here. So just that idea of kind of being on the outside. I definitely see what you mean about, not wanting to be associated with the LGBT community or any community associated with that kind of stuff. Because I also don't, as much as I own the label of being an atheist, I am not somebody, typically that makes people think, oh, you think that that there's no God, where really it just means that I don't have a God belief. And I'm very, I was brought up in Christianity, and so the values that are there that specifically are present in politics I think they're great values. I just don't believe in a man upstairs. And you'd be surprised how many people will push you away because of that. Have you not seen that kind of that kind of bigotry, being gay?
You mean from the right?
Yeah.
I think now it's kind of starting up again a little bit, which, I mean, how could it not when, you know, we're presented to the world as LGBT, we are one, we're all the same, you know, they get to leech on to us to gain credibility. So who wouldn't become homophobic?
That's actually a really good point, because, you know, I've noticed lately that there, you know, I definitely was, you know, one of the typical, you know, militant atheist, gotta yell at everybody, oh, you're stupid for believing. You know, we
I
all go
was
through that
too.
phase. Yeah, we all go through that phase, especially if you were born into the church. There's some of that rage that's just gotta come out, and you gotta get it. But you get over that, and you're like, oh, okay, you know, it's not that they're bad people, it's not that they're stupid. There's culture around it, da 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 da. And it's just the frustration that it's like, guys, I believe essentially the same things as you. Certainly in terms of the values that we have, it's the same. And you know, you say it's boiling up more now, and I guess I haven't really seen it, but I've noticed that it's been a little bit more present, and that makes sense, because definitely, you know, in terms of the LGBT, the trans stuff has been really thrown in people's faces. But you also see a lot of people moving towards religion as a kind of shelter from that. And I guess, you know, what you're saying there also has to do with the atheism. I'm just kind of putting the pieces together. Yeah, I guess people are finding their teams. People are finding their teams.
Yeah. I will say too, though, I think like there's a segment of that, but for me personally, when I walked away from the left, I felt so much support and acceptance from a place that I wouldn't have expected it from Christians and conservatives. So I just want to say there are a lot of very accepting ones also.
Absolutely. And I would say that's and again, coming from the atheist boat, that more often than not, it is completely accepted. But there's definitely a contingency of, if you're not a Christian conservative, you know, that believes this, and this, then it's not the same type of conformity that you see on the left, where you have to have all these opinions. But it's just like individually, it feels like people are not about it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed that clip, check out the full live stream link in the bio, and catch me live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. See you there.